action.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode, actually a Thanksgiving-themed episode. Cue it up with the Q Brothers. I'm John Quattrucci.
I'm Ralph Quattrucci, and this is us and them and everybody else.
I don't know if you caught that, Ralph, but Ma jumped in a little too early, but that's okay. We can fix it in post. We have...
No take two, we're good?
No, we're good. We got to go with it. So 6 of us are here for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
We got Mom, Dad, Rose, Marie, and Chris. Everyone say hi.
Hi. Happy Thanksgiving.
We're following the CDC guidelines. Everyone's wearing masks because we're very concerned about that. Except for Papa. Because Papa says, who cares? I've lived this long already. So anyway.
Hey, we got a question for Papa. I was asked tonight.
You got a question for Papa?
Now, what town did my grandfather come from? Your father?
In Italy?
Yes. No. In Japan. Yeah, in Italy.
Why'd you say Japan? You said it weird.
He's Japanese.
You said it weird, Ralph. Arch.
Japan.
Yeah. Arch.
How you spell
You know,
that?
my arches are killing me.
Spelled like it sounds.
Now, everybody, don't look at the screen. Look at the camera. That's who we're talking to.
Okay.
So, Ralph, how was your COVID Thanksgiving?
It's fantastic. It was over in about 10 minutes.
Well,
Did you cook or did you order out?
I ordered my food through Prime, so I got it at Whole Foods.
So you got a cooked turkey?
No, it wasn't cooked. I had to cook a turkey breast and heat up some stuff. Literally 45 minutes. The meal was done in 5 minutes.
Well, that's Thanksgiving, right?
And these guys didn't complain. We sat, right? I think they enjoyed it. Why don't you move up a little? Get in the light, Leo. You can see you're way back there like Lurch. Get up here.
Well, yeah, I can see Leo got all dressed up. He looks nice.
Well, he actually changed right after he ate. He was in a beautiful. He had some khakis, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Now,
have pictures of that.
The question I have, Ralph, is did you run a camera while you guys were at the table?
We did.
Did not.
We did.
You did?
And some things got said that probably shouldn't have on camera.
Well, that would fit the podcast perfectly then.
That's what, well, you know, but you know how Marie gets, she exaggerates everything. So,
But so you guys actually videotaped while you were eating.
yeah, we did.
but we didn't have a Pepsi bottle on the table.
No Pepsi bottles.
Well, how do we know how long the time is? That's how you know what time. The thing just goes down and down and down.
That's true. That's how that's right. It was probably about 45 minutes we're on camera.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It was riveting. Not only does he sleep while he's watching a podcast, he practically sleeps during the podcast. Dad, you want to
Are we bored? Are we boring you?
wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving?
I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, same to you. Now, I tried calling you guys twice today, and the answering machine came right on.
Well, we're call screening, Ralph.
Ah, that's
I
why.
Yeah.
didn't hear it. I didn't hear.
Patty called, we picked up right away.
Ah.
Yeah. So Dad wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, especially Bella and Leo.
He forgot.
Apparently, Raphael, not so much, but
He's busy. I don't know why he waited until now, but whatever.
where is Raphael? He seems to be gone for a long time.
I'm thinking right now. He's in deep thought.
Bella, did you guys have a nice Thanksgiving meal?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, we went around and said what we were thankful for.
Right.
We
Right.
did. We did that. We went around and said what we were thankful for.
I'm sure everybody had nice things to say.
I don't think so.
Well, no,
Not really.
not
Is that-
really.
Is that on the video or not?
No.
No,
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh.
didn't make the cut.
No, that's not him.
No, something's going on.
But everybody contributed. We had Rosie made a delicious green bean casserole.
Nice.
Marie made
And just stuffing.
some cranberry brie ring and some hash browns casserole.
Go ahead.
Ma made some.
Wait a minute. I made the turkey,
Ma made turkey,
stuffing,
stuffing,
Brussels sprouts,
Brussels sprouts.
carrots,
Keep going, Ma. Talk about
Sweet potatoes.
Talk about the mashed
sweet
potatoes.
potatoes, and then I made mashed
That's-
potatoes. Ralph, the mashed potatoes were like glue.
No, I think what she did was she bought some potato skins and kind of mashed them.
Mine came in this package. You slit fork holes in it, stick it in the microwave.
Yeah. Silky smooth.
Super smooth, homemade.
How about the rolls?
Like I showed you, the rolls were burnt. You know, we burned
Tasty.
for old time's sake.
Leo, Bella, How was the meal? Was it tasty?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Turkey was good.
Turkey's okay.
Turkey breast was a little dry. I overcooked it because I've never, I don't cook, so I don't know how to do anything.
Did you have gravy?
Spiral ham.
Any gravy?
Yes, of course. Spiral ham.
Well, I
And
used A1 sauce. I didn't use gravy.
well, my fridge right now is full because every day I go to the high school and they give us free meals because the kids are supposed to be eating. So I pull up and I go, how many kids you got? I go, I got 3 or 4 of them. Let's fill the back of the truck. So yesterday I got this 3 giant Thanksgiving meals. So I don't shop
You got free meals.
Yeah.
Like
They're
a
not
homeless
free.
guy.
They're not free. I'm paying.
To the shelter.
You know what?
No. I went to the high school. It's the food they're trying to get rid of from the high school.
Like those cheese squares.
Yeah, ham and cheese sandwiches. We got a bago mac and cheese. You stick it, boil it.
Oh my God, boy, it doesn't get much better than that.
Bella's gonna show us.
Oh,
nice.
Bella.
Nice job.
Bella, that looks like astronaut food.
You know,
Where is Raphael?
Dad fell asleep.
Maybe he's in the bathroom.
Well, how long do you have to be in the bathroom for?
Well, how long do you take?
Like
might have had
50
an-
minutes. I'm in it. Well,
I
if I-
heard you spend half your life.
well, if I'm playing a good game of Words with Friends, I'll stay in there all day.
The dog's both barking at the door.
I don't think he's going to be out for a while.
All
I
right.
told you the turkey was dry.
Oh, so that bagged food went right through you guys?
Doesn't well. I don't think it's quite getting through. That's the problem.
So Ralph, was your Thanksgiving reminiscent of what we used to do in our family?
No.
Absolutely not.
Not even close?
No, Abigail's sleeping on the couch right now.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
Well, Dad was sleeping during the podcast.
so no, it was very traditional for us.
What was that, Ralph?
We call ourselves a Farkle family. We sit around and we just,
The Farkle family. Well, that's us.
Oh, my God.
yeah, these guys are completely not
Oh,
like
yeah,
that at all.
that's it.
Well, Dad put on Connie Francis on Alexa or Alexis.
Oh,
And once that happened, it rocked. I mean, right,
Yeah.
Chris?
No, yeah.
It was happening.
Starting to get hot in here.
Oh, my God.
Dad was
Where's
moving.
Marie? I want to get Marie in there.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look at him. He's all perky again.
Look at him.
living room.
At a club. Hey,
Hey,
Raphael.
Hello.
Don't touch me here. Have a
Ralph, Raphael, everything come on okay? You good?
Now we're good. Have a seat.
Okay.
John, I want to tell you this.
Leo,
Yeah.
This group of friends wants to join In the Red Productions and do a podcast of their own.
Who wants to do that?
Raphael and his buddies want to do Gen Z.
Well, okay. We'll have to give them an audition and see what happens.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm prepping,
Yeah.
getting them ready to go. But they're going to be part of the In the Red.
We should be part of it as a mentor.
They don't want us on screen for some reason. They
Well,
think-
that's too bad because it's your production house. You can do whatever the hell you want, Ralph.
what? That we're flops. You know what that means?
That's how we,
Yeah, it means we only get 50 people watching us.
yeah, but
Flop means we're losers.
the point isn't you're a flop.
They go
The point
flop.
is-
They look at you. They go flop. So they want Raphael to run it. And they said, well, your dad. What did they say? My dad has no listeners. They have listeners.
One of them said that.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
said what?
They don't think we have enough listeners. I told them 65.
Well, we don't.
you need the younger generation.
We don't have enough.
I'm working on it.
But we don't care. We don't do it for listeners.
We do this for ourselves.
That's right.
40,000 a month.
It's going to help our resume.
No way.
40,000.
You need 40,000 hits a month to monetize it. So
That'll never happen.
we're almost there with Young Frankenstein. Another year, we'll be there.
No, my new one, the cult one's going to be the hit.
I don't know, Ralph. I'll have to, you know how I feel about that one.
I know, but
All right. Well, anyway, Ralph, listen, I want to, because this is riveting. I want to cut this. We're going to add this to our podcast that we're going to do within the next few days.
Leo
But I
said,
just- We just want to wish all you guys a very happy Thanksgiving.
Leo says, is this what you guys talk about on your podcast?
Who said that?
Leo.
Yeah. Tell Leo to shut the hell up. Okay. Everyone say happy Thanksgiving to
Happy
our,
Thanksgiving. and God bless you all.
that's to our audience out there. You 50 people. Happy Thanksgiving.
Lurch, come on, Lurch, sit down.
Hope we see you
All right,
soon.
there you go.
Yes. See you soon.
Ralph, thanks for sharing your Thanksgiving with us.
Same here. I'm nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you.
Ralphie.
Just elbow grab, like give him a little elbow, a little like that. He'll wake up.
Everybody wave. Everybody wave.
Bye-bye.
Well, obviously, our introduction was done on Thanksgiving Day, and now this is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and we're taping. We're not live, but we're live, but you're not going to see it live.
Right.
But
It's not
anyway,
really taping, but yeah.
I want to
know
make
what you
sure
mean.
Ralph gets. Ralph, I'm John Quattucci,
I'm Ralph Quartucci, and this is us.
Queued Up with the Q Brothers.
This is, you know what? That's
What?
my thing. You shouldn't be doing it in your square.
Well,
it takes
I like
away
to think
from.
it's our thing.
Okay, it's our thing now, but it's
Just,
okay.
It's just such a dynamic move that I
It
wanted
really
to
is a
copy
good
it.
move.
And imitation is the
Think about
highest
it.
form of flattery.
Okay.
So you got a little sample of what our Thanksgivings were like based on the Zoom call that we did that you guys watched. So Ralph, let me, because this was other than when I lived in California, where my roommate and I got a turkey loaf, and that's what I cooked for Thanksgiving. This was the strangest Thanksgiving I've ever had. I can't. So tell me about yours. What did you think?
Well, it was lockdown, number one. Everybody was suffering. Not everybody, because a lot of people traveled anyway. The responsible people stayed home in their little cluster and bubble that they have been in for the last few months. And I have never cooked a turkey dinner in my life. I've never cooked a turkey. I hardly cook anything. I can cook on the grill, hamburgers.
You cooked a turkey?
No, I went and ordered a nice turkey dinner from Whole Foods.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got a dinner for 4, including a turkey loaf, which I had never, a turkey breast.
Wait,
I overcooked it. What?
Wait, whoa. Let's back up. Dinner for 4.
Mm-hmm.
But
So it was
you
me and the 3
had-
kids,
I thought
and
I thought
and their
someone
mom.
else was.
and their mother was there. So it ended up being
so-
5.
Okay, so it was 5, but
5.
you got a dinner for 4.
It was fine because the kids don't eat anything except the turkey and maybe the mashed potatoes. I
Was
don't
it
even
like
remember.
everything? Was it mashed potatoes, stuffing?
Yeah, green beans, mashed potatoes,
Oh,
cranberry
nice.
sauce, gravy.
All you had to do was heat it up.
All I had to do was cook the turkey breast, cook the stuffing. I mean, heat the stuffing.
I know
up,
what you mean. Yeah,
heat
yeah.
the turkey breast up. I overcooked the turkey breast, so it was a little dry. Gravy helped that. Green bean salad. I mean, it was wonderful. It was over in
Nice.
about 5-10 minutes.
So it was just the 5 of you.
Just the 5. Me, the 3 kids, and their mother, Abigail, and it, like I said, was 5 minutes. We sat around, and then they went back to their rooms.
So,
It was lovely.
Yeah. So
And yours? How was yours?
It was good. I mean, we went over mom and dad's, and it was only 6 of us. And normally, I mean, when we do Thanksgivings, usually all the families come, most of the kids come. So you're anywhere between 15 to 25
Ex-wives.
ex in some instances, ex-wives. Well, when Patty hosts, there's generally 50 people.
Right.
So to have only 6 people. Now it was good and bad. It was weird because it didn't feel like Thanksgiving because there were so few people, but it was nice to have so much food for only 6 people that you're not fighting with 50 other people. So that
Now,
was
I noticed in that video we showed at the beginning, Mom, I think, was wearing a mask sometimes. Were
Yeah.
you guys wearing masks other than your Iron
We
Man
were.
mask?
we were for anything that was put on camera. But no, I mean, you can insert some of the pictures that I took. I definitely wore a mask because I take the whole mask thing very seriously.
You really
so
do.
I definitely had.
It's, you know what? It shows your enthusiasm for following the rules. I have to say.
As you know, Ralph, I am a rule breaker. Sometimes, but it was, it was weird. I mean, we distanced. I don't think I'm not going to say we socially distant because we didn't really. But there was definitely something in the back of everybody's mind that how close should you get, that kind of stuff. Believe me, not like a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are going crazy over this thing.
I mean, you guys are essentially in the same bubble, right? Though, I mean, you guys are golfing together. I mean, so you've been out doing this stuff.
Yeah, we have.
But at least you were still aware that you had to be a little careful because you just don't know. You got dad's 85.
You're not
86.
coughing on anybody. You're not licking anybody. So I think we're pretty safe. But it was just.
And I noticed you did show our Cue It Up at. I saw Dad watching Cue It Up.
I did, and
they slept through most of it.
I have to be honest, Ralph. I put on the last one about Westerns, which I actually think was one of our better ones. And I try, and I'm being objective when I say that. I was watching. I'm going, you know what? This is pretty good. He wanted to put it on, and he fell asleep at about the 1 minute and 37 second mark. And so I finally shut it off. I said, this is kind of stupid. And he's one of our biggest fans. So
I know that's the thing.
that doesn't bode well for us.
Right. What are
But
you going to do?
the thing I wanted to talk about, and I tried to get Steve, Patty, and Marie. Steve
that
said I talked to him this afternoon. He said he'd get back to me within a couple of hours. That was 4.5 hours ago.
Right.
Patty said, I'm going to take a pass. And, and Marie said, it's Sunday fun day,
Right.
football day, and family stuff. So basically, no one wanted to do this, which is disappointing because what I really wanted to talk about was compared to this Thanksgiving, the Thanksgivings of our pasts. We've talked about it a lot. And before I talk about it, I want to get what's your recollection about Thanksgivings or holidays at our house, what they were like.
Well, as I started going off, okay, so I know what you're talking about, the videos that were taken. And Dad always set up the video. We had basically a picnic table, I think, in the kitchen. It was like, it was a long table with benches. So we all could sit, it's like we're all sitting on top of each other. So he would put the camera, set it up at the end of the table and just videotape for hours, however long it took. There was no, and I just always felt like I always loved the Pepsi bottle that was right in the middle. And then
It's how we track time on video.
Yeah, exactly. If you fast forwarded that thing, you would just see the Pepsi bottle. And that's Pepsi at Thanksgiving, right? A big giant Pepsi bottle at Thanksgiving. That's what I remember. And then as I went to school, coming back, and it's funny because Steve was talking about this with his kids and COVID and how one of his children is by herself out of the house and come back to the house and feel a little bit like an outsider when they come back in because everybody's been clustered together except for her. That's how I used to feel when I'd come back for Thanksgiving, like you're dropping in on and I still feel that way when you're dropping in on inside jokes and all this stuff. But I would always inevitably bring a girlfriend from college who would then be on that video because you could track all my dating through those videos, I think.
Your dating history basically is on camera.
It's slight dating history. I mean, it was one or two, I think, different people in those 4 years. I don't remember, but they all came for Thanksgiving. And then wives would end up on those videos too, I think. So it's kind of a good time capsule if we could get my hands on all of them.
Your ex-wife show up in a lot of family photos.
That's true. And they actually, we were mentioning the ex-wife that showed up at Thanksgiving at Patty's. So, and they love her more now than they ever did. It's amazing how that works. But
once they break ties with you, they really
seems to lighten everything up a little bit. But I do remember looking at those videos and just, not to mention the fashions and how we dressed. I mean, it's just
photos. Everyone's got photos. I mean, we're talking 1980, 1985, when not a lot of people had video cameras, obviously, and a lot of people have photos. But when you watch those videos and remember those tapes, they could go 2, 4, and 6 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
Set it for 6, and all you do is set up the tripod, put the camera on the tripod, and point it. And it really was a slice of life. Right.
Well, and what happens is, like, inevitably, because it happens in you just forget the camera's there.
Exactly.
So nobody's playing to the camera, and everybody's obviously they're not playing because you're seeing everything.
Well, Ralph, I have to be honest with you.
Why now?
One of the things I take pride in is I always played to the camera.
Oh, you're aware all the time.
Always. Oh, you have to be. It's that camera awareness.
That makes sense.
But it is funny. You're right about the fashions. Not only that, but when we were younger, the accents were a lot heavier, the Boston accents that really comes out in those videos.
Oh, yeah.
And people would bring friends over for one Thanksgiving, or like you said, ex-girlfriends. It is pretty funny to watch that because I had my ex-girlfriend there a few times, Maria. I don't remember if I had anybody else. Or there'd be other family members. And the other one was our grandfather, who was always at the head of the table.
The side head.
Well,
because you couldn't block the angle, right? We couldn't block the angle.
No.
So,
well, the camera used to be over by the refrigerator, pointing a little bit.
He was at the end of the bench, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and then Mom never sitting down and eating.
Right.
Just walking around, making sure everybody.
And then when they smoked, before we're all done eating, they start smoking at the table and putting them out in the plates. And I'm like, oh my God! Even they watch that and are disgusted by it. But it's funny because it's not just Thanksgiving, but Christmas was a big deal in our house too, and we used to do the same kind of thing. So to go through this hall, and this is what I was, wait, I don't want to get too maudlin right away, but so I set up a camera at our Thanksgiving to kind of recreate what we did. And, some people have been drinking, so it definitely went off the rails a little bit, but maybe we'll play a little footage, not much.
Can we at least play it silently? We don't have to hear anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely play it silently. And at one point I had the camera to the right. I moved it to the left to get more of a shot of Ma. And that's when she started to telling a story that was pretty funny. But, you try to recreate that stuff and you can't. It's not the same. It'll never be the same.
You're forcing
you guys
something.
have your own families, but it was just different because there was 5 of us and, we were pretty vocal. But that leads me to.
Is your house on fire?
No, Christmas lights.
Oh my God. Looks like
So
your
look,
house is burning up.
that's the other thing that I was going to get into. So this Thanksgiving was just for me. We had a great time. It was. I'm so glad we did what we did, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't feel like Thanksgiving. Didn't feel like the holidays. And frankly, Christmas is shaping up to be the exact same thing. Sure. And I can handle it at Thanksgiving, but Christmas. Wow. If it's going to be like this, it's going to be rough on a lot of people. In fact,
it is, but it's 1 year. What are you going to do?
But here's my thought, Ralph. You say that, right? But how many people out there is this a possibility? And I'm trying to, and you know me, I'm an upbeat person. I'm a positive person and the glass is half full with me always. But what if this is your last Christmas? What if you're a person who this is your last Christmas?
It could always be your last Christmas.
But okay. But a last
Christmas. It could
Christmas
always be your
like
last Christmas.
This, or a last Christmas like what we're used to. Because
so what do you do to change that? You can't
I don't know.
anything.
Like I decorate my house, right? I do a lot of stuff. I love it. And my wife and I debated it. She's not as crazy about all the decorations as I am. I love it. I love the holiday.
Well, I mean, you see your decorations though, right? I mean,
but I almost didn't put any out.
Will you take a picture of your decorations for us?
I will. Okay, I almost didn't put them out because I was like, why even bother?
You have
to. Then I thought about it and I'm like, the only one who that would make miserable would be me. Right. So put them out. So I spent the last 2 days doing that and I feel better about it. But like we have a couple of parties every Christmas that already they're canceled because people just don't feel safe, which I completely understand. But it's leading me down this path that I wonder what Christmas is going to look like. And if it looks like Thanksgiving, I am really not looking forward to that.
Well, look, National Geographic is where I work.
Yeah.
And this season is the greatest fun party season there is. Okay. We have Christmas parties. Everybody's getting together. That's been the hardest thing. I miss all those people. I miss the anticipation of those parties, what goes on at those parties. It's a blast. But you know what? It's 1 year. Yes, if it's your last one, it's sad that it's your last one, but any one of them could be your last one. So you treat everyone as if it's your last one. Well,
exactly.
you just gotta buckle down. It's hard.
But you just made my point. Exactly. If this is your last one, is this how you want it to be?
Well, but you don't go out swinging and going, see if it's my last one. Who cares? Let's take the masks off. And that's what that guy said.
But you also don't have to lock away in fear either.
Well, lock away in safety though. There's nothing wrong with
I think
being
you can
smart and saying, okay, if it's one Christmas that you might have to, you still put your stuff out. Yes, it's not going to be as fun, but think about next year and just move on. You just got to do it. We got to flatten this curve. We got to end this thing. And if that's what it takes, that's what it's going to take.
I thought it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
So I told my kids no Christmas presents this year.
Well, that's convenient.
Right. So I'm covered. So, I put the lights up and everything, but we got to buckle down. You can't expect anything this year. I think they understand. Not at all. Leo, so I'm decorating. I said, Leo, if you don't put a hat on and decorate, there'll be no presents under the tree.
What do you mean a hat?
I wanted like a Christmas hat. I got into it. I'm an idiot like that. And he says, no, because there'll always be something. I go, maybe not this year. I'd be careful if I were you. Immediately.
Did you get a tree already?
Yeah, I had a Fugazi. Yeah, I got a fake.
A Fugazi. Listen, they're the best, man.
It's a beauty. I got a beauty. Oof. Thrift store.
I had real trees, and man, what a nightmare.
Oh, it's a pain. The only problem is the one I bought, all the lights. It came with lights, none of them worked. So I had to snip a lot.
I
But-
know.
But it's a great tree. It looks good. The kids each put up one ornament, then get on their phones.
Are
I
they
did all the
looking
work.
forward to Christmas or do they even care?
Of course, they're looking forward to it because they think there's going to be abundance of stuff under the tree. They miss going up to Massachusetts. They certainly
Yeah.
miss. They did not like being home with me for Christmas and having a 4-person meal from Whole Foods. That definitely disappointed them. But what are you going to do? They buckled up, ate what they could. Bella was great. Bella was cooking stuff all morning with me. But again, 10 minutes and done.
Well, that's typical. I mean, that's typical of most Thanksgivings. The
What I tell you-
preparation is so much
the funny-
longer than the actual meal.
Because normally what we do is we drive up the morning of Thanksgiving to Patty's.
Right.
So we're exhausted by the time we get
Right.
there.
So you guys
right?
nap most of the day.
We're like, we have a few beers and boom, we're out. I'm out, not them, but me. This was the first time we're like, hey, we're awake for Thanksgiving. This is kind of weird to be wide awake. But
Did
definitely
they
they
appreciate
miss
your
being up.
effort?
I wanted them to each come to the table with a what do you call it? A gratitude journal. They looked at me like I was insane. And, I don't blame them, but I thought I'd try it.
Have
No,
you done this before?
Never. But they understand what a gratitude journal is. So
So you
I
just
thought maybe
sprung on them.
nothing. But
But
it
they
was tough.
appreciated you cooking and
yes, it was
Yeah.
difficult for everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to be, I think everybody knew they wanted to be somewhere else, but what are you going to do? Honestly, it's Christmas will be a little harder because you just get yourself used to that. But it's 1 year. Hopefully next year we're all back to normal.
I
And
hope to
if I'm
God.
still
I want
alive,
this-
knock on wood, and I made it through this one.
I want this year to be over.
Right.
I'm-
2020
you
is
know,
a
for
2020
me and
was
Rose. It's
tough.
just me and Rose. It's not like we got kids or anything. So it's like, well, you know what? I mean, we'll probably see mom and dad, or we'll be with Rose's family. I mean, we alternate every year. This year we're with Rose's family. I usually do Christmas Eve, and then this year I won't because we're having her family probably over here, and I don't even know on her family who's going to come over because a lot of them are skittish about going out. So it might be just 4 of us, which is. It's fine. It's better than nothing. But
I mean,
not
if
seeing
you
my
look,
family at Christmas.
NFL is shutting down. 20 Ravens got COVID. So
Yeah.
it's spreading. It's spreading. South Dakota, the Dakotas are getting hit. Wisconsin's getting hit. Everywhere's getting hit. So, being skittish makes perfect sense. And if you play it smart and, you don't go crazy and go out, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well,
So, and it looked like you guys were having fun at
yeah,
Mom
we
and Dad,
were.
so.
We were. It was different, but it was over 5:00. We left at 5:15.
Right.
That never happens.
I know.
So it was, that was strange.
Right.
But at least, like I said, at least we got to spend it with mom and dad and Chris and Marie.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was just so different. I mean, listen, everybody's going through the
That's
same
right.
thing, but
That's
I dread Christmas because it was bad enough for Thanksgiving. Christmas is a big deal, and I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not. Christmas.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Right. So,
Christmas
but
isn't
did-
as big a deal to you as it is to me. And
Did you
got
watch?
kids.
I know. Did you watch any films this weekend?
I did, but nothing that you would watch.
Well, give me some names. I'll tell you.
Well,
Probably not.
I was going to save it
Nope.
for the
Yep. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
what
Save it for what? Save it for the.
for the Tuesday show.
Oh,
But I
Okay.
watched. Do you like Hitchcock?
a couple. Sure.
So I saw Rope,
Good. I've seen it.
which I've seen a billion times. I love it. It's not greatly acted, but
No.
the 10-minute takes
Yeah.
are great. But for the first time, I saw a Rear Window,
Yeah,
which
I
I've
watched that
never
a long
seen.
time ago. Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Yes, it is.
The set with the apartments is incredible. Just I loved it. I just loved that movie, and I thought I had seen it before, but that's one Hitchcock movie I've never seen.
Mm.
I think I was confusing it with Vertigo
Maybe.
with Jimmy Stewart. But I watched those 2 movies. I watched a couple other things, but those were the 2 that I really liked and wanted to talk about. How about you?
I watched a couple, but I'm going to talk about those on Tuesday night.
You jerk!
I don't know. I watched one called Uncle Frank, which I'll bring up at the.
Uncle
It's on
Frank.
Prime. Uncle Frank. It's on Prime.
Who's in that?
Paul Bettany. plays a closeted gay man who has to come out to his family when his father dies. Very good. Well acted. The girl from It, the redheaded girl from It, plays her teenage niece. I'll talk about it on the podcast. It's very well done. And then last night I watched on ID Investigation Discovery. There were two girls in 1987, 85 that got kidnapped out of Wheaton Plaza, which is right down the street from where I'm at. These two young girls, and it was a story about their investigation and how they finally figured out who kidnapped the girls and what they did.
Were they killed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And the show's about the investigation, how they finally got the person who they thought had something to do with it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 interviews finally broke them down to the point where they figured out what was going on. But it involved his whole family in West Virginia. It turned out to be a really freaky thing. But I was seeing stuff because I moved down here in '83. So I was seeing stuff that I recognized from when I moved down here. I hadn't heard about the story. Maria basically told me, because she grew up in Wheaton, and she was the same age as the girls.
Who doesn't know who Maria is, it's important to. Who's Maria?
That's a woman I've been hanging out with. Yes, in Maryland.
A woman you've been hanging out with.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want me to say? That's what I'm going to say. What?
You've been dating her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's a sweetheart.
She's very nice. I've been dating quite frequently.
If she doesn't like robust.
She's in my bubble, by the way. She's in my bubble.
She doesn't like robust.
Doesn't like the word robust. I don't blame her.
Does not like that.
No. It's an interesting word.
Oh, she's in your bubble. So right away, from the first moment you dated her, you knew she was in your bubble.
2 weeks later, I figured that out.
You are a liar. Take it
2 weeks later, we figured it out.
Oh, take COVID very seriously, unless of course you're starting to date.
You know what?
Then throw
we
caution
played it right.
to the wind. I'm with you, Ralph.
Caution to the wind. Played it right. I got tested. It was all
kidding.
good.
I'm kidding. Have you seen the preview for Get the Fat Man? Or The Fat Man with Mel Gibson?
No, that's a Santa Claus. He's playing Santa Claus or something.
You got to see the trailer for it. I want to see that. It
Really?
looks great. I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting a little closer to Christmas to watch it. But
Is it on Netflix or something?
No, it's on pay-per-view. So you can on any Apple TV you can get it. I don't know where else it is, but it was supposed to be theatrical, but it's not. So anyway, this isn't a long one. I was just I was actually kind of bummed out about Thanksgiving and thinking about Christmas bummed me out. Now today, putting up the decorations, and by the way, once Thanksgiving hits, all I play in the house is Christmas music. I don't play anything else. So I'm definitely getting in that mood, and I'm hoping that I'm praying that there's some kind of miracle that maybe something breaks before Christmas that people will be a little more open. I don't know if it will or not.
Be realistic there, buddy.
I'm trying, but it's
be realistic. Just take.
It's
just one more. Come on, just be realistic. You're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about others.
I know. Listen, there are people who are in food lines right now. So let's just be what it is and be thankful for what you have. And
let's get over 2020.
If you're going to pray for anybody, pray for those people who need food. It's like you're going to be fine. You're going to have a great Christmas.
I hope so.
You'll put all your Mickey Mouse decorations, all your animatronic decorations.
I can't
all
wait
that
for
stuff
a Do It Up Christmas podcast. I might do that one in front of the tree.
Oh, that would be nice.
How about
I got
you?
a silver tree. I got a silver tree I got to put up.
Oh my God. Did you really have one?
I have one.
The Breens had a silver tree. I remember that.
What I'm missing is the light, the circle that you push the light through.
The projector?
Well, you see, I got the Charlie Brown one. You can't really see it.
I see that. You can't really see it, though. You need
How do I do this? Oh, there it is. There's the ornament.
There.
Ding, 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 ding. I'll shine a light on that for the next one. But
well,
yeah, you'll be fine. Look. It's one Christmas.
I know, but like I said,
2020. I just want to get 2020 over with. Get it over with.
That's what I want.
2021, and let's go. And
but I don't want to blow off Christmas either.
No, you can't. I mean, just give thanks, and
I hope not. And I pray for 2021 like you have no idea. But anyway,
you'll be fine.
So thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first part of this because we were all drinking a little bit when we filmed it. But
might have had
I
a few
hope you all
beers.
had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever a holiday you celebrate. And do the best you can under the circumstances. And Ralph, I guess we probably won't see you at Christmas this year, right? More than likely not.
There?
Yeah. No, you only do
nuts?
that when you're by yourself. But
No. I would go up. I would drive up. But why would you even say that? You know I'm not coming up.
I don't know. Maybe if we separate,
Oh,
you know,
if there's a miracle.
that's okay. That's what we'll hope for. Steve, Patty, Marie,
Mom, Dad.
thanks for blowing us off.
Yeah. That was
So,
nice. You know
That-
what?
What does that say about our podcast, Ralph, that we can't even get our family to come? Drew wants to come on it,
I know.
and we
I
can't
know.
get our own family.
I know. He'll get sick of us eventually. I'm sure of it.
That's
So,
true.
yeah.
All right. Well, listen,
All right.
short one, everyone. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
And again, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Thanksgiving and stay safe, everybody.
Stay safe.
Do this.
That's Ralph's move. Sorry.